Ooh, wow, whoa. Do you think I used too much, maybe? Hello! I am about 2 or 3 years late to this trend, this idea of a video, but the thing is, I wasn't actually active on YouTube at that time, but I am now, so I'm just gonna do it now. Alright, so yeah. So what I'm actually doing is I'm gonna test the Dermacol foundation. I haven't actually watched anyone's reviews on it, but I've heard that it's very, very high coverage and it covers tattoos and like acne and everything. So I thought I'll give it a go, let's see if it works. I might actually start a little series called like Will It Cover Acne? So like if anyone wanted to see me try a foundation just to see if it covers, you know, because this side is much worse than this side. It's much easier to cover these than it is to cover these. So I just might give you a bit more of an idea of how well the foundations work, how good the coverage is, and yeah, so I'll get on with it. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. So, box looks like this. It doesn't really look like a foundation. I don't really know what a foundation box is supposed to look like, but yeah. But yeah, anyway, this is what it actually looks like if you don't know, if you haven't seen any videos on it. I bought this from Amazon and it was about £7, I think. There's quite a few fake ones by the looks of it. If you search for this, sometimes you'll get images that say like fake ones and real ones and how to know which one's which. Based on the pictures, I think this is the real one. There's all sorts of prices on it as well, so I just went with Amazon because it's easier. It's a waterproof foundation, it's hypoallergenic, SPF 30, that's good. Provides perfect coverage for all skin imperfections, even in a thin layer. Well, we'll see about that. So I have moisturised and oh my god, it's literally just coming out. Alright, okay, that's a brilliant start, isn't it? Literally like almost got it everywhere. So it looks like paint, acrylic paint or oil paint. This is going to be high coverage, isn't it? What shade did I get? I think it was 208 the shade was, which looked really light on Amazon, but I am quite pale. I've been out in the sun and I did put a bit of bronzer on, so that's why I look orange. Right, so I'm just gonna... Ooh, wow, whoa. It feels so weird. This is gonna be too light probably, isn't it? It feels very thick, but if it claims to be that high coverage, then it's gonna be thick, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna be too light. I don't know. Is that too much? Look how light this is. What? Oh my god, I should have got a darker shade. I've actually got too much product on my hands, so I'm just gonna get some of that off. It's like I've got white paint on my face. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna blend it in. Wow.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Shit. No, it looked light on the website, but I'm normally like the lightest shade in every foundation. Because you know, porcelain is like orange. I'm just gonna keep blending it. It does blend nicely, but I can't even look at myself. Look how red my face looks. Do you think I used too much, maybe? Like, that... Oh my god. This isn't even the lightest shade. I look like John McLean. So this was a bit of a fail video, but I mean, wow. Maybe I can use this as face paint for like Halloween or something. Why am I even bothering? I am Flashback Mary. I definitely have to buy a darker shade, like much darker shade. I don't even... To be fair though, that's very, very good coverage with a tiny amount of product. Just, if you're very pale, I mean, and you like full coverage foundations, you might like this one. Might go downstairs and see my parents and just ask what they think. I like I have a mask on. If this was my shade, it would be nice. Well, it is not. It's nice. It's just obviously it looks ridiculous. But hey, I mean, it covered the acne, right? That's what I was looking for. What did my actual skin tone look like? I don't know. This is almost, it's like a light, really, really light, obviously, beige sort of colour, which I think was the description of it. I just didn't think it would actually be like this. What was I thinking? What can I use this for? Maybe to like prime my eyes or something if I'm going to do eyeshadow, but I was going to use the same setting powder that I used in the last one, but like, is this going to show up orange on my face? It doesn't look too bad actually. If you want to look like you have no features, like in the mirror I can barely see my nose. Right, I'm just gonna powder it. Can I save this with bronzer? I don't think so. There's a line, isn't there? There really is, and it's right here. Oh my god. Will this cover acne? Yes, definitely. Cover everything. Just gonna give you a close-up of what it looks like. I mean, other than the extreme colour difference, it doesn't look too bad. It has sort of gone a bit weird around my forehead. I don't know if you can see there. It's like dry and it's like clinging to my dry patch. It's not too bad around here considering how full coverage it is. It is still quite smooth. They don't look too bad. It's very difficult to get a foundation that goes smooth over this area. This area isn't normally this bad, but today it is. So, I mean, the finish of it isn't too bad, so just get your shade. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. I tried my best to save it with bronzer. I mean, I don't know, it looks a bit better, but it is very cakey and it definitely feels like you've got something on your face. Like I remember when I used to wear, what was it? Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation was like the first one I ever owned, probably the same with everyone. When I was about 12, I first used that, put it all over my face and I was like, oh my god, my skin looks amazing. It didn't, but this is kind of what it feels like quite heavy on my face, but it did cover my skin. Well, very well, almost too well. And it did crease a bit around my eyes, I don't know if you can see, and up here, that's what that looks like. But I think the bronzer kind of saved it. It doesn't look as ridiculous as it did. So yeah, I mean, very good coverage. If this is SPF 30, that's really good too. But I'd say it's more, if you're looking for like extreme coverage, as long as you get the right shade, this is a very good foundation. I'd say it's almost theatre makeup, and I've had to wear that before because I used to do shows when I was a kid, and yeah, it's kind of like that, very full coverage, but that's what it says it is, so it did the job. It looks okay now that I've sorted it out. So yeah, I do quite like this foundation, but I don't think I would wear it every day, definitely not. It would most probably break me out, and it did sort of cling to like dryness because it is such a pigmented like foundation. Yeah, if I was going somewhere important maybe, but I wouldn't use this much, I would just use like a tiny bit where I need it. But yeah, overall, that's very good coverage. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you if you're considering buying this foundation. If you want the coverage, then go for it, I'd say. Just be prepared to use the smallest amount. And yeah, I hope you found it funny. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye! I was just just taking the thumbnail picture. I know I look really weird, I don't know why I did this line thing, but look at the difference. It's actually insane. Like, this is like paint. I went downstairs and my dad was like, that's a lot of foundation. But it is definitely full coverage, I'll give it that.